The World Tag Team titles are at stake this week on the program. And here are two youngsters, fresh from the WCW power plant. On the right, Mark Jindrak. On the left, Shawn O'Hare. And they are set to challenge the team of the perfect event, Perfection, Shawn Stasiak and Chuck Palumbo, for the tag team belts. And those titles are on the line this week.
You know, Mike, say what you want to about the advent of the new blood and of Eric Bischoff and Vince Russo and what they have done to the extreme measures. They have done things at the expense of the Millionaires Club. The end result is the fact that we are seeing brand new talent, fresh blood, new blood, if you will, on this program. And I think it's made for great programs. Crowbar, the Young Dragons, Alan Funk, Mike Sanders, and the trio of Storm 19 that we all saw earlier. And now these two young men, the World Tag Team Champions. It's making for some great action here on WCW and all of our programs.
Well, it's great to see the legends of our sport, the veterans. It's also terrific to see World Championship Wrestling giving the new blood, the youngsters, an opportunity to shine, giving them a stage to perform. And as we've seen this tag team of Chuck Palumbo and Shawn Stasiak, they may have been very fortunate in gaining the World Tag Team titles. I think the Cat had a little bit of play in that as in his role as commissioner. But one thing you can't deny is since winning those belts several weeks back, they've been able to maintain them and retain those tag titles despite several challenges.
It always pans out if you are a good athlete, if you are a good team, and you're good wrestlers, regardless of what level playing field is going to be laid out for you, you're going to perform, you're going to rise to the occasion.
There's so much on the line July the 9th at Bash at the Beach, including Scott Hall's contract at stake when Kevin Nash faces the man who holds the power, who holds the control of Scott Hall's contract in Goldberg.
You take a look at what's going on now with the new blood, and you add Goldberg into the mix. I can tell you right now, it appears, and I may be wrong, and I'm not taking sides, that the new blood under Bischoff and Russo basically could be, oh, what a drop kick, could be just months away from obliterating forever the Millionaires Club.
That's going to be a very difficult thing to do, but certainly in the ring, as we mentioned earlier, this is the future of World Championship Wrestling. Mark Jindrak, Shawn O'Hare have the World Tag Team Champions in general, and in particular, Shawn Stasiak reeling in the opening minutes of this matchup. Shawn O'Hare, tremendous background in athletics, both in gymnastics as well as in shoot fighting, and he just unloads a right hand to the side of the head of Perfection, Shawn Stasiak.
You know that O'Hare, he had that spectacular move from the top a week ago that won the match in their debut here on Worldwide. So you know he's got to be working on a lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion right now. Feels very good about his chances here, and that's always a bonus when you're wrestling for the tag team belt.
And when you're given that chance to shine on a program like Worldwide and you capitalize like the team of Shawn O'Hare and Mark Jindrak did last week, it's great to see the WCW promoters giving them the opportunity at Palumbo and Stasiak for the title. Good cover now by O'Hare and barely a one count on Palumbo.
When Palumbo really walked into a great situation, he was just coming into his own when the new blood was kind of made official by Bischoff and Russo, and he immediately attacked the total package, what we call that, and stepped. How many guys from the power plant, maybe 3 months out of the power plant, can say they're a world champion?
No, you can count those on maybe one finger, and that it was a little bit longer than 3 months, but obviously Goldberg is probably the only person that's been able to make that kind of a quick transition. Palumbo, however, as well, has been able to take advantage of the opening that he's been giving in the perfect event, now using the double team tactics off the spinning neck breaker. Stasiak hook of the leg and a 2 count on Shawn O'Hare.
You know, we can talk so much about the great background and the second-generation wrestler that Shawn Stasiak is. You can be a second-generation wrestler, but if you can't go, if you don't have the athletic ability, it doesn't do you a bit of good.
You're right, that second generation only gets your foot in the door.
Right.
It's where you take it from there, and Shawn Stasiak has proven that he belongs with the stars of WCW. Palumbo, big man, 6'5", 265 pounds, goes airborne and then goes for the cover, but Jindrak able to come in and break up the pin attempt by Palumbo on O'Hare.
It's a great veteran move from a young man, Jindrak, to break the count because Palumbo had a great move. A lot of momentum going his way, was very cocky with the cover, and that kick that Time from Jindrak, although maybe it was not needed, was just sending a message to the tag team champions that they're still in it.
Sensational agility that time by O'Hare, and then he's able to take Palumbo and slam him down to the mat as Palumbo came out of the corner.
I think he hurt himself, though, Mike. I think that time that O'Hare hit as hard as Palumbo did.
Yeah, both men here having a difficult time to recover. Would be very important for Shawn O'Hare to get to the corner, get his tag partner, the fresh man Mark Jindrak, into the battle, and probably the same could be said for Palumbo. And now both tags are made, and it will be Jindrak and Stasiak. Jindrak stuck at a clothesline, and then answers with a pair of clotheslines, a back elbow, and there's a drop kick for Palumbo. Jindrak with a basketball background, putting the boots in the corner to Stasiak. Meanwhile, Palumbo and O'Hare battle on the arena floor. Scoop and a slam by Jindrak. Now measuring Stasiak. Springboard back with the moonsault, but referee has been distracted, and there you see Palumbo with the Lex Flexor, and he just nailed Jindrak in the back. Now with O'Hare out of the matchup, with O'Hare on the floor. The double team tactic by the tag team champions in perfect event just drove Jindrak face first to the mat. Legs hooked, shoulders down. There's the 3 count. They keep the tag titles.
Well, that's unfortunate for O'Hare and Jindrak that it had to go down that way, but one thing that we have come to know since following the rise of the New World Tag Team Champions, the perfect event, is that they will take the advantage using that Lex Flexor when necessary. They found it necessary here in this matchup, and there was nothing Mark Jindrak or Shawn O'Hare could do. Shawn O'Hare's not done. Shawn O'Hare realized what happened. That spin kick was not really on target, but I think Palumbo got the message anyway.
How about that? The youngster Shawn O'Hare just cleared the ring of the World Tag Team Champions. Here's another look at the action in the tag title match.
Jindrak had things going their way. That's just tremendous leg strength by Jindrak that time. Here was the back of Jindrak that referee was looking at O'Hare on the outside. The double pancake put down Jindrak. Went down with a Lex Flexor in the
Then Palumbo and Stasiak maintain their hold on the tag titles, and let's send it back to the studio.